Alright, today, awesome, simple, important lesson. I love these ones with Latin roots. I believe it's Latin, I don't know, but English comes from a different language, lots of different languages. And when you see words that start with M-O-N-O, mono, then you know that it probably has something to do with one. Mono means one of something. So it's not always super easy to guess the exact meaning, but you can have a good idea of the meaning. These are not all the words that start with mono, but it's enough to give you an idea for how to guess at other words you maybe will see that start with mono and you don't know what it means. This is enough. So this is a good one, monotone, but the way this is pronounced is monotone, monotone. And some people complain in real life, and I try to be more exaggerated, believe it or not, in these videos and stuff, but a monotone voice is one tone, just very flat. It's not something that's really high and low. It's just a flat sound, a monotone voice, like, hello, how are you today? Just that kind of just straight voice is a monotone voice. So no excitement in the voice, just a very flat voice. Please don't write those comments. I don't feel like reading them if you think that. But anyway, that's what a monotone voice is. Not super high, not super deep, just flat. That's the point. Monochrome, and this is pronounced monochrome. That means one color. Chrome means color. I remember I had an interesting roommate in university. True story. He had this idea that we were going to have a party. So that's not weird. But the theme of the party was a monochrome party. So he told everybody we're going to have this monochrome party. And that means that everybody wears one color. So you wear all blue. Or if someone comes in, they wear all green or all yellow, all pink, whatever. From head to toe, all one color. That's what you're supposed to wear at the party. It was a monochrome party. I've never heard of that before. I've never heard of it again. But I remember that it was a really fun party. And, in real life, the way we talk about monochrome is someone could say, like let's say you're painting a new room. Someone could say, oh, there's too many colors in here. Looks tacky. Why don't we just make it monochrome? So that means why don't we just paint it all one color? So monochrome is just one color. This one is pronounced monotonous. Monotonous, not monotonous. Definitely not. So monotonous. And if something is monotonous, it means it is very, very boring. It just sort of drags out. It's the same old thing over and over again. Maybe it was interesting in the beginning, then it got boring later. It's very monotonous. So like, let's say there's a movie that kind of sucks. It drags on for 3 hours, and you found that really not too much happened. The same kind of stuff happened over and over and over again. You thought it was more or less the same, found it very monotonous. That means you thought the same thing happened so many times that it was predictable and boring in that way. Nobody likes things that are very monotonous. Or doing a job, like a repetitive job, like washing the dishes. You're just sitting there, like I hate washing the dishes. I find it very monotonous because it's just doing the same thing over and over again. That kind of stuff, cutting the lawn. Some people like monotonous stuff because, I don't know, frees up their mind or something, but whatever, just doing the same repetitive thing. That is monotonous. Last one. I think this should be an O, I believe. But anyway, this is pronounced monogamous. I think it's an O. Anyway, I'll have to check that on the site. Sometimes my spelling is not perfect. So if you make spelling mistakes, you're not alone. But anyway, monogamous. Monogamous. This means one sexual partner. Okay, so if you're in a monogamous relationship, which most people try to get into or they want to, that means nobody is cheating on the other person. You just have the one person and nobody else on the side. No secret lovers, just one. That's what a monogamous relationship is. When you're married, obviously it's supposed to be monogamous. Some cultures and religions believe polygamy. Polygamous is good. So like one father and a bunch of wives. Now a lot of men, probably deep down, they could understand that sort of thing. But realistically, most people in today's day and age, they think monogamy is the way to go. One guy, one girl, they're together, and that's how the relationship's supposed to be. Now, of course, if you break up, in most lives now, you don't have one girlfriend for your entire life. You break up at some point. So that does not mean that you're not monogamous if you break up. But the point is, if you're not cheating when you are in a relationship, then you are in a monogamous relationship. So if you're both not cheating, you're in a monogamous relationship. If you break up and you get someone new, that's fine. That's a totally different thing. Anyway, great words here. If you see any more words with the front, the prefix mono, you're going to know it has something to do with one. You're going to get a better guess at the word. Now you know exactly what these four mean. I'm going to write them up on the site, so check it out. LearnEnglish232.com.